Let's segue to why you're even here, bro. People are gonna think, what's wrong with this guy, bro?
I'm here with a man, them.
Yeah, you're here with the man, then, but you're a returning guest.
Off the cuff, well, why, baby?
Yeah, come on.
Did you get me to do that?
No, that's
Nah, it's alright,
That's
bro.
It's
all right.
It's cool.
On the cusp.
No.
This guy is silly, bro.
Bro, you leave it.
Pod twins.
You and Haich should start your own podcast, to be fair.
Hey,
That would be
nah,
lit.
bro.
That would be lit.
The art of slow jams.
He cut us out.
Come on, this has been podcasting for a long time. Light work, come on, man.
Ching presents.
Yeah. Ching stands for creative thing. It's collective.
Okay.
I hear that.
So you got the art party on the 21st of Feb.
The art of what?
Art of slow jams.
What
Yes.
did you just say?
This is from the Art of Sounds, by the way, for those that have been listening to us for a long time. We've had King on for
I'll just pop up.
quite a few episodes, actually.
Yeah.
So you've done... How many of these have you done?
7.
7.
Which
So
one?
what
Seven?
was
What
the
seven?
first?
Tell me.
All right,
friend.
cool. The Art of Garage.
No. First one, yes, was there.
But he said just say 7. He didn't say in order, so that's fine. I got his back. Go on, man.
Where you at? I'm too unruly.
You got art of garage, art of carnival,
Art of
funky,
R&B.
art of funky.
No, say it with a English.
Art of funky, innit?
That was Scorcher say.
What was Scorcher say?
Shoot a man and go shoot a movie.
He said like it was your day.
So all right. So, all right, cool. So let's start again. The Art Garage, yeah,
Art Garage, yeah.
hosted by Fols.
Come on,
yeah.
Yeah, light work. 4do2 light work.
R&B. Fols was
I got some classic footage from R&B.
he was getting scrubs.
I almost got pregnant that night. You get me?
Scrubs. Art of Carnival, which was amazing.
Amazing.
Art of hip hop.
Art of Hip Hop. How can I forget my beloved?
You're so mainstream, bro.
The Art of. Have you done Grime?
Art of grime. Yeah, art of grime.
Yeah, you done Grime. Yeah, Art of Grime.
Come on, win the
What?
phone.
How much is that? What? 6?
Yeah, light
All right,
work.
cool. Art Slow Jam 7. What?
Rah. There you go.
This is number 8. Ra.
We're shooting that.
What am I missing?
Carnival Part 2.
You done carnival twice.
Rare boy, this event doesn't bang.
No, you done
Wait.
Don't touch me.
Wait. When was part? What? Wait.
Probably the year after.
Yeah, just the year after.
I suppose.
I feel like he was there. as
Carnival's
well.
a big allow, man, innit?
I might have been there, but
thought
I'm
he
not
was
sure
there,
if it was part 2. Like,
Remember you was at the bar with...
Whoa.
Wallows.
Ray nephews, cuz. That's why you don't remember, fam.
Yeah, imagine you was at the bar with you know who, doing you know what.
What was the last one? What was the last one?
Carnival.
Oh,
And
that
before
was
that
the
was
last
Funky.
one. Do you know what? Yeah, I've been to like bare of your events, man. Don't piss me off.
Don't piss me off.
I went to the exhibition.
Come on. King's doing bits though.
Yeah, he's doing
No,
bits,
come
man.
on.
Kudos, man. Kudos.
Come on. Yeah. King and Haich.
All right, so the Art of Slow Jams, interesting one. Just after Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
I see what you're doing here.
Strategic
so
marketing.
if you've secured your situation by Valentine's Day, come to the Art of Slow Jams.
But if you haven't...
And if you haven't, still roll
And even if you haven't, because there's going to be a lot of women's
there will
there.
be talent. It's that simple.
There's going to be
Oh,
new
shit.
talent there, so come correct. The Art of Slow Jams.
I'm not playing around. cuz.
When Slow Jams is on, I don't want to see the man then posted on the outskirts of the venue.
All right, now I've got a question, yeah? And this is for lady listeners, isn't it? Because no one in the room can answer this.
You know me, I'll try.
with
What's like
voice.
perspective-wise?
Speaking for my women.
That's true.
But you know when like sometimes in a dance they'll play like a slow jam and then there's not enough women in arm's reach, but let's say you're a guy looking for a woman, but they may be on the wall.
Yeah.
How do you transition from middle of the floor?
For me, you just got to try and get eye contact. That's the first thing. You
Bro, there's certain men that are determined individuals. You know that last scene in Space Jam where Michael Jordan had to hit that basket and he stretched his arm that long? That's how they're drawing for the misses, bruv. Come to the corner, fam. What was this?
Misses.
Yeah, no one's joking though.
No, you know.
But, do you know what I'm saying? That they're literally.
Hey.
Do you know what I'm saying?
No, it's an eye contact because these slow jams. It's not. You've got to. You've got to be in the same wave.
What would you mean eye contact thing?
If you're in the middle of the dance when she's on the
wall.
wall.
I thought you meant like the you know the man that are in love, like whining face to face.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Bare like
what? Wait,
like,
what? Am I the only one in here? What? You can't whine face to face?
No.
Yeah, you with misses, isn't it?
Stop.
You're with your misses. So no, but imagine
Man
like,
said they're rubbing shoulders and that.
No, but in that situation, yeah, imagine like
He said you're whining back to back.
imagine like you're meeting a girl, like you're going up to her to secure a wine, innit? Yeah. You're not gonna do the face to face thing, fam.
No, I'll be honest with you.
Are you alright?
It depends, bro. It depends.
Okay, Foles, you're crazy because I'm not gonna lie. I'm not face to face in the stranger, bro.
Fam, man staring into her soul on the first meetup.
Nah, bro.
Bro, you got to look the devil in his eye, bro.
Wait.
I want to know if you're mad or not.
Wait.
Are you mad or not?
I'm stuck in the
And
chair.
you're scared of shit,
Bro,
Fam, man is looking in her eyes.
bro. It's not like the go-to, but it's an option, bro. Like, what? Every now and then you got to do it. Like, obviously, when you're on tour and that, you're not in ends and
away games.
Opsa. When you take your shin pads, you got to get 3 points. Yeah, but enemies necessary, bro.
Face to face.
What do
That
you
is
mean?
crazy,
That's
fam.
wild, fam.
No, you got to try it, bro.
You got to secure your wine to the slow jam. I think nowadays as well, like, obviously, like, women are a little bit different in this era.
Yeah, fully. Man.
Yeah, it's more city girls era.
Please. Hey, this one's for Sosa, yeah. Hey, Sosa, bro.
Yeah, man.
Zoom in on Van's face when you just said that.
Bro, he's full of shit because I would say it's just blatant. Like they out here thought in Vans like they're very different. They've evolved.
They've evolved, man. Like, obviously, they're looking back in it. They're like,
Yeah.
they're like, nah. And then you have to walk away.
And also,
In shame.
they're waiting for that a one song to come on and they all go in the middle, shake their bums with their girls, get their snaps up, and they just scatter like wildebeest. And you're there on the wall. You're trying. Yeah, you go back to hibernation. You're right. Where you going, babes?
I remember being at uni, and like we're having parties like in halls and that. People are creating slow jam parties, and
Scrub up on the
girl
wall.
is just waiting for the wine.
Yeah,
if you're not whining, there's something wrong with you.
Yeah.
But when you're like on a regular night out in London, it's a different story.
Yeah.
More time, I'm not even like around when slow jams plays at the end, so I don't even know what's going on at this
Because
point.
you are where?
I'm going home to
Church.
I've got church in the morning, so I'm at home.
But it's fruit in your church.
Not wearing red.
That's funny.
Man said church. You're a dummy.
So do you know what? Yeah, to new listeners,
shit,
explain to them what the concept behind the art of sounds, the art of slow jams is.
Yeah. So, slow jam.
Nah.
Nigga came in like Boyz
Are
II
you
Men,
trying
you
to sell
know?
tickets or not? Man's coming up, bruv. Let H.
dark skin with abs, bro.
No,
What do you mean?
let
I told
H
you,
do
man.
the voice thing, innit?
Hey,
Yeah,
but H, just repeat
everyone's
what
got their jobs, innit?
Hey,
Yeah.
just repeat what I say, innit?
Don't try and do
You're
the
ready,
deep
bro.
interpretation, bro.
So the art slow jams, yeah.
This guy's
Still,
dumb, you know.
no, but it's an event for the creative and the creative appreciator. Is a title I'm throwing out now.
Yeah, go on, talk your
Someone catch it. There you go. H caught off camera. It's my guy. Yeah, man. It's an art party. So we enjoy a night of art, from live drawings to an exhibition, to colouring in, to doodles, to just all round like creativity, man. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sick artists which are going to be on stage doing a live drawing. We're going to have DJ Levels running some tracks, and the artists are going to
Shit.
draw what they hear.
Their interpretation of whatever they're feeling on that night.
Yeah,
and you have to
man.
think about it. It's like, have you ever been at an event and there's a vibe there and you just remember it, but you have to talk about it the next morning? Imagine there being a visual depiction of what actually happened.
They gonna draw it.
Do you know what I mean?
I mean,
that shit.
I've been to a lot of your projects, and I see that, if I'm right in saying that, you have like different types of artists that come along each time.
Yeah.
Where do you source these artists from? Is there like a huge community that like you tap into, and
Are you the Diddy of the art community?
are you the Diddy of the art community?
Yes.
I respect
You are
it.
not selling this at all, but talk your shit.
I'm not the Diddy of the art community at all, man. Like, bro, this event is it's gonna sound very Diddy-ish. What I say, but it's not like the Diddy that we know. It's the Diddy.
Do you know
that
what? Yeah, there's pros
we
and
think we
cons
know,
to
you know what I'm
Diddy.
saying?
No, let him cook.
But like, this is an event for artists from the point of view of an artist, isn't it?
Yeah.
So as an artist, I know what is missing from art events. I know what I need from art events. I know the support that I don't get from people that put on events. And I feel like a lot of events I exhibit my work at, I'm being exploited.
Right.
And I've tried to tackle that with this event. So we were very supportive of the artists. Like, we pay the artists for their involvement. We pay the artists to draw. We pay the artists to exhibit. And the reason why that's important is because a lot of events that I do or that I get approached to do, the pitch is, we're going to do an event, you pay 10, 20, 30 pound to hang your work.
Mm-hmm.
So already I'm in the minus, and there's never a guarantee that I'm going to sell my painting off the wall. So I'm paying you to hang my work, and you can't guarantee I'm going to sell it, cool. And then you're also charging my people to come in, and like, you can't even guarantee you're bringing in your own audience. I know I can bring in my audience.
So
And
check
I've
the-
got a
you
big
need to sell
network.
tickets.
So check the flip side. Imagine being a performer, and this is one thing that King said to me in parallel many times, innit? It's like, imagine being a performer, a rapper, a singer, or anything. Man says, all right, cool. Man's got this rave man's throwing, or this man's got this event man's throwing. All right, cool, boom. £30 for you to come and perform here on stage. Obviously, you bring your people in, and what it is, innit? To get me, if people like your performance, they might buy your CDs.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
That's it.
When you say it like that,
yeah,
man,
yeah.
like, what?
And it's all dependent on whether they
£30.
they feed.
Bro, I
like,
performed
they-
15 tracks.
no, but the thing is, like,
£30, bro.
you know what? Like, it's
Fam, skit, everything, bro. Wheel it.
and it depends, like, because I used to run live events as well, and I remember I had Shay Lingo, like, you know, at the
like
the
2015,
start.
innit?
Do you know what I'm saying? Like, it was 2014 was when I started, actually.
Yeah.
And you know, you'll get artists, and it's a showcase for them, innit? Because at the time there wasn't that many, like, and it was difficult for an artist to get on something like I Love Live, which was very, like,
It was prestigious at the time.
it was prestigious at the time. There was a lot of, like, label people working on that. Do you know what I'm saying? Like,
If you're not
there's-
part of the industry, you ain't getting on that. Not sure.
yeah, exactly. So I decided to do something, and I knew that these artists were desperate to get on stage and perform, innit? Because it's very difficult to, like, just say, especially around that time during that climate, is like being an independent artist saying, oh yeah, I got a show, come out and see me. Like, it's not going to be, you know what I'm
completely
saying?
different.
So
Completely different.
we've built a platform now for artists to come on and showcase their stuff. And we did some fashion pieces as well. But I remember him saying that,
Optic.
yeah, I'll do it. Yeah. You
Yeah.
remember OJ. So, like,
Optic juice. Come
so
on.
people will come and want to perform. Like, Shay came up to me and was like, yo, I love what you're doing. I want to perform. I'm like, I've never heard of you before. Submit your music. Cool. He's done that. And I was like, the next time I do it, I'll consider you in it. Like, after I listened to his music, I heard his music and I was like, yo, he's cold. But within that period from when I done the first one where he approached me to the next one, he was doing his own groundwork. So he built a little name up for himself. So, like, it got people amped to come and see him. You know what I'm saying? So, like, he was like, all right, cool, I'll charge this, which the Shay that he is now, what I paid him was like,
Oh, so you paid
crumbs.
him
Man, like Diddy.
you know what I'm saying?
Man paid him a cheeky £5 and a Morley.
But the thing is that,
Shouts out
like,
to Vans.
I was like, at the end of the day, how people receive you at the end of this is basically what you've done.
Yeah.
You've presented yourself, and it's up to the audience now. If they gravitate towards you, then great. So I guess like in a sense of what you're talking about, it's sort of like the same thing. And with artists is a little bit different because I feel like there's a lot of people that are unaware of a lot of the paintings that they see. And the art world, especially like in the urban community, we don't really do things like this. Like
we know two people in it. Funny Tommy and J King in it.
yeah, of course. Unfortunately, like there's someone else that I know in the States.
Actually, no,
I feel like she's dope.
Shout out to my G Stazzy art as well, man.
Oh yeah, of course.
big
Like
up, big
but
up.
he's like part of.
But we've always got
Do you
big
know
up
what I'm saying?
Stazzy because
Yeah, Stazzy's he's cold, man. Like I like his stuff, and Kerr's art, which is someone that I went to her exhibition a few years ago. So like I try to, you know, pinpoint like the stuff that I like, and I'll go and support regardless of whether I know them personally or not.
Yeah.
But you said this is your eighth
Eighth event.
What have you learned in that process?
What have I learned?
Yeah, like as in the person that's doing this. So essentially, like in a way, you can say like, "Right, I'm putting you on," but obviously not in like in a bragging way. Like, you know what I mean?
Let him answer, bro.
You're creating
Let him answer the question.
a space for these artists that you rate.
But essentially, I'm just creating a space that I need or needed myself in it. And that's first and foremost. Like, I done this because I needed to share my work and get my work out to my kind of people. So I wanted to have a show where like the man them can go to, innit, and enjoy it and experience it in a way where it's kind of natural for us without having to second guess and think about what we need to wear and like how man needs to behave, what man's gonna drink. Man can just go out and be ourselves and like art, because bro, like I do art. I'm one of the man them. I'm lit. Man, I want to fuck with what I do. Here's your opportunity to fuck with it, innit? But then it's just expanded. We expanded it to get other artists involved. Like we have like stuff in common with, innit? Like Stazzy's my main guy. Cause I fuck with her. Like we work together a lot. She is exhibiting on this as well.
That stuff's dope. I've bought some of that because she does cards as well. Like
Yeah. She got cards, she got
paintings and that.
books.
So yeah,
She
I've
also
bought
has
some of her
events as well.
stuff.
Yeah, she does her events. Did you come Dalston that time? Was it last year we did a thing in Dalston?
Yeah, I was there.
Yeah, like we had a
No Behaviour had merch as well.
yeah. So
Shout
bro,
outs to
just
Poppy.
bringing everything together, man, and like someone's got to do it, innit?
Yeah, for sure,
So-
man. Like it's I think it's amazing what you're doing, by the way.
I try to do it because it needs to be done more so than anything, can it? Like bro, we're trying to put artists on a platform, and you know, like I don't know how many of these kind of events you lot have been to where you have like maybe art or you have me and H have gone to them. We go to them all the time, innit? You have rappers and then spoken word and then like
spoken word,
film and then art and then clothes, and it's like 7, 8, 9, 10 different things, and then like the art is on the wall, so now that's getting pushed to the side because the lights are going low. We're not focusing on that no more. No one even knows who the artist is. Like you could just stand there, buy a piece of work and just, but yes, my artwork. Like so, this event puts the artist on a platform, on a pedestal for the whole time you're there.
A voice for the voiceless,
It's a
essentially.
voice for the voiceless.
And it transcends into music, which is what a lot of people love, is what we all love.
Yeah, but it doesn't
And-
take away from the art.
Yeah, of
Because
course.
what's the easiest thing to do is like, and I can see the I can see the pattern already. Like, man, get a Shay Lingo, man, get like some of the men that are doing music that can bring in the audience and make it that. But then now you're coming for Shay. Whereas now, bro, you're gonna stand and you're gonna watch Art Soul Child draw, and you're gonna love it and you're gonna embrace it and you're gonna enjoy it and you're gonna find a whole new experience which you didn't even think. You probably didn't think you can watch someone draw for 2 hours.
With the backdrop of some of your favourite music.
Yeah, with some music spinning. Yeah, you probably didn't think you can watch that for 2 hours and be that interested in art or like. Do you know what
Or
I'm
you
saying?
even
Be that
forget the passion
engaged.
that you had for art because people
Yeah.
enjoy it since they was like 3 years old.
But
Everyone
then,
loves to draw.
like
on someone's page.
also like, you know, you being an artist and you having a love for music, knowing that music gives you a certain feeling,
No doubt.
it then gives you the ability to draw something just without much thought, like right on the spot.
But bro, like a majority of my work is inspired by music. Like from the pieces we got in the other room there to the pieces at my exhibition. And how I work in my element, it's my artwork, it's my canvas, it's my tablet, and it's music. And that is where the concept came from, innit? Just trying to work out like how much does this music actually influence my art, and how can I portray that in it? And also, bro, let me rock a stage, man.
That's
fucking
it.
star, bro.
Yeah, I see you in your element, man, and it's good
there.
to see the growth.
Yeah.
Obviously, you've expanded from Notting Hill Arts Club to now
Elephant West. Biggest
which
art
is,
gallery.
Yeah,
It's in a sick location. You got Westfield, you got the BBC, you got White City House, 2 train stations. Like, it's a lit area, and we get more opportunities now to expand it. So the artwork's going to be up for 7 days afterwards.
Okay. So it gives the people the opportunity to come, like,
back.
Even if they do miss,
Yeah.
it's still something that for the artist's satisfaction that people are coming still to view what you have up.
Yeah. And we got 2 concept rooms as well, so we're gonna like really try and like challenge the senses, innit? Because it's all about like your sense of sight and sound. So we got a room where we're gonna be challenging your sense of sound and your sense of sight, and then another kind of concept room where you can just do up sexy and fucking recreate your favorite slow jam cover or R&B album cover. Get the abs out, dark skin with abs. Gonna be on show. Is that not dropping? We're not feeling it.
No, that can run still.
I mean, there's gonna be some R&B niggas, like, you know what I mean, like that are really
R&B hips
about
in the building.
you
Come
know
on.
that are really about this like R&B, like embodied like this R&B energy. I love R&B, but you want me to back off my top?
No, certain man get corny with it. They get corny with it.
Yeah, there's
Where's your
certain
chance
dons
to be
that.
corny, bro? Have fun, man.
Yeah,
Yeah,
man.
but I like
take
it.
If you want to
so-
relive like your genuine or
don't
your
take
Usher
yourself too
moment,
seriously.
like, you know, like
We should
Like, rip
recreate
off your
Drew Hill right now.
what? Tell me and do the mad
Tell
step.
me.
It's 5 in a minute, I say.
If you love slow jams, I strongly recommend. If you love art music, this is your thing, man.
And if
a
you
good
love
time,
us,
that's it.
And if you love us, just
because
come
we
through,
stand
man.
behind this.
We-
I've hosted one of these events. We've been to quite a few of them. King's extended family, and he comes on whenever he's got this. Did you answer Vans the question about what you've learned throughout this whole process?
I kind of just trailed off a little bit.
No, it's fine, but just
I don't know what I've learned, bro. I don't learn.
What, bro?
You're supposed to learn.
Yeah. No, I think other than learning how to put on an event, I've kind of learned. No, bro, I don't know what I've learned, bro. I don't know what.
All right, so like
Help me,
obviously
help.
with
nigga, help me.
So your first, what was the first one that you
Art
done?
of grime. The art of grime.
The Art of Grime. So obviously from there, like I can imagine, it was like a trial and error sort of situation, right? Because it's your first one. You don't know what
He's
to
giving
expect.
me the answer, innit? Yeah, go on.
You don't know what
He's
to
walking
expect.
down a dark alley. Don't follow him.
You don't know what to expect.
No.
It's happened,
Yes.
and you've managed to get different artists each and every time. Obviously, you don't necessarily have to learn, where you want to take it necessarily, but you've learned how to deal with people because you're dealing with like a set of different individuals at each time that are super protective of their work.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like, has that been a difficult journey for you, like, or has it been smooth sailing from the beginning to now?
It's a weird one. I know it's a weird one for him to
Hey,
answer.
King is so happy. He's like, oh yes, my press officer Haich. Answer the question. Answer.
Nah, it's I know it's weird because I know there's usually a trajectory for start off events where it's like, alright, it's cool, you do your first event, you sell a bit, you understand why you didn't fill it out, you didn't do this, then the next time you say, alright, cool, what can I improve? But the difference was that journey for King was a little bit different because I think it was the first 4 events you sold them out.
Yeah, it was just kind
Oh,
of.
so he hit the ground running.
Yeah, so
Right.
it wasn't, the journey was a little bit
So
different.
sometimes you need to fail to kind of like
Do you know what I mean?
re-establish or reevaluate what
And
you need to do next.
Yeah, and I can't remember what event it was, but I think the first one he didn't sell out was when it was a little bit different. I can't remember what the reason was, but that gave him the opportunity to learn event wise, but more so as a curator of art or a somewhat art dealer, understand the dynamic of that and thinking how people absorb art, how people follow up after being interested, because you can be interested on a night wanting to purchase, but then a week later you're not so involved. So it's about how can I close the sale tonight, make that happen, the mechanisms behind that.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And I think that's
Sounds
probably
like
what he picked up most.
Yeah, because like for me personally, like looking at King and what he's doing, you have to wear so many different hats on that one night.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying?
You see
I
him.
see
you
it, man.
him.
Like you can't tie him down like on that particular night. And obviously me knowing like how to run events and stuff, like you're literally running around. But me have any experience of running events. I'm just doing one thing. I'm supplying you this, and that's
Vibes.
it. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just
Yeah.
supplying like the music and vibes.
Now that you're here, I've done my job.
You know what I'm saying? But his priority is like making sure all the artists are cool, making sure that he's doing what he's supposed to be doing, making sure that people are looking at the art that is being exhibited and trying to see if he can sell some art.
And on top of that, which he took a step back from, which he did learn, is that he doesn't draw as much. Before, King used to be on stage drawing, and now I think the last couple of events, he's not on stage drawing with everybody else. He's more overseeing as opposed to being a part of the interaction
So you're
in that
telling me
regard.
he's not all up in the video or dancing.
Come there, bro. Today, I think what's important about this is the experience
Right.
that the individual has when they come into the event, because like, again, like I look at it from the point of view of an artist putting on the event, and also a point of view of someone that likes to go out. So what we try and do is like, as soon as you step in the building, or if you go through the security, whatever, but as soon as you step into the event, you're greeted by H. And that sets the tone. So it's like, bro, like now, like, don't worry about what happened if they searched you for too long, they took your whatever. You're here with us now, all right? If you're enjoying this, we're all doing this together. Like, this is a big experience, isn't it? Like, come go to the bar, go get yourself a complimentary drink, and let's get into this.
We forgot about the tokens.
Do you know what I'm saying?
The tokens be lit. If you don't get if you don't get greeted by H and you don't get a token, you're at the wrong event.
yeah, real rap.
You're next door still.
Yeah, you stepped in the wrong.
But that's setting the tone, isn't it?
That was good. That was good.
That's important to set the tone and to get everyone on that same wavelength, because there's a lot of things going on in the event. Like there's art on the walls, there's live drawings, there's other bits on the walls, there's lights, there's colouring in stuff to do, like there's people to chat to, there's networking. There's so much going on. Like I think it's what I've learned is that like the experience is the most important thing, and that kind of came through my exhibition as well. It's like, yeah, looking at the artwork is dope, but like help me understand how to look at it, maybe like where the colouring in sheets get involved, like you can have your chance of doing it.
interactive.
Yeah, like look at it from the artist's point of view. You know, like this man's on stage, or these artists are on stage, hearing a tune, and now need to convert that sound, that beat, that drum pattern, that song, that lyric into something on the canvas. Like, take me through that. Let me try and take you through that experience now.
Yeah.
That's why we've got the little concept rooms. Like, it's just to get everyone on that path, because like the journey and I think like the creativity of an artist isn't like it's something that we just see the final product of.
Yeah.
And we don't get to see it same way we get to have a look into the eyes of a musician, where you see them on stage perform, you see
behind the
freestyles,
scenes.
behind the scenes, all of that. It's like trying to show you that, to see now when you see this piece of art by Stazzy or whoever, you might understand it a bit more.
Yeah.
Because you've seen them on stage, you've seen how they work there, you've seen their line-up.
It's
You've
always
covered in
great
their
to see
line-up,
an
like, it's
artist,
all of it.
like, because sometimes you look at a canvas and you're like, right, this is an amazing piece of work. Not knowing that all you need to do is go around the corner and that same artist that has just drawn this is on stage drawing, like just right in front of your eyes, so you can understand and see the process. And like, if you admire that already, then you're just going to be in awe. Like for me personally, like I've grown up in a household where art and music was like very much in the forefront. My dad was an artist and he loved music. So there's so many different canvases around the front room, and we're listening to music in the background, and I'm watching him in the corner paint. You know what I'm saying? So like, that's why it resonates with me so much. And for anyone that wants to know about that experience or has been through that experience, I feel like you should come down to the Art of Slow Jams or anything that the Art of Sounds does, and you'll 100% get that.
Definitely.
The bonus is that, like, obviously there's other like-minded people there and people that are just interested in like seeing what it's about, and alcohol.
So much. So much alcohol.
Hey, press the fucking
Where
button.
can you
Press
go
that
wrong,
fucking
bro? I'm
button.
telling you, man.
Just for that,
It's
just for that
lit.
one more, man.
Man's just got mini Jaeger bombs.
Oh, what? Did you just out your pocket?
Man pulled out his sock. Did you see Bro, did you see the passport that pulled the passport
Yeah,
out of his
and
shoe?
obviously, like, we've failed to acknowledge the fact that he's got sponsorship as well,
Yeah.
which is great. Like, you know, you go there and you see like this big Jägermeister dispenser.
It's cold. Minus 18 degrees. The best way to have it.
There you go.
He's definitely been in the brand meeting. Look at this. Man's doing
So
our
yeah,
brand
man,
meeting.
like this.
you've learnt some things, man. Like,
Yeah, talk your shit,
you
man.
know, having to like,
Do you know-
you've got
yeah,
sponsorships on the bottom, bro.
Yeah, do you know what else as well? See, with sponsorships, it's all about like, it's favors, isn't it? Like, it's like, what can I need something from you? What can I need something from you, and what do you want from me?
Yeah.
And trying to help like the brands understand why you're valuable to them, innit?
Do they get it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I could say to you like, work with me and I'm gonna get you in with this demographic of people on this day at this time. And then like with like we used to at Nottingham Arts Club, so we've got the whole demographics. I'll tell you like, yeah, your audience travel from 4.5 miles from here. They come in at 9 o'clock. So you've got these numbers. So now you can really start to build a picture of your of profile of one of your guests.
Yeah.
Take that to a brand and be like, yeah, boom, I can get you to this group of people. Like, how important is this group of people to your brand? And what is it worth to you? Let's talk, let's work. Like, I've had conversations with brands that wanted to get involved in the event, and like, I've been having chats with Haich about it as well. It's like, I don't think they're valuing it to how we value it. Like, they want a lot for...
And they want to give a little.
They want to give a little.
I know that feeling, bro.
Yeah, and you know what? Sometimes like it'll get to the point where they've missed the opportunity.
Yeah.
You haven't missed it. They've missed it
I am
because
the
they haven't
opportunity.
recognized like the vision. Do you know what I'm saying? Like there's
It's not
too,
for everyone though. Everyone's not going to get
But
it.
there's-
not everyone's gonna get it, but
There's
like
a-
some brands are too fixated on the wrong things.
There's a lesson in business there, and you understand that to a degree, the innovator is more valuable than the established one. Do you see what I'm saying? Because there's a whole fresh new audience there. There's something that's growing. Do you see what I'm saying? And something that's established will constantly need to be re-established. And how would you do that? If you overlook your innovator, you're missing the trick right there. Do you know what I mean? But if you just look at it like, yeah, we're here, but here today, gone tomorrow is a very real thing. Do you get me?
Bro, protect the artists, protect the creators, protect the podcasters. We fall under that bracket as well.
Yeah,
The
100%.
content creators, because essentially we push the needle, innit? You know, that's
So
what-
I want to give a personal shout out to everybody in this room. So that's to J King, that's the Fols, Vans, and Sosa, because all of you, man, are amazing artists right here, right now. And that needs to
Appreciate
be
that.
known, innit? Do you get
Appreciate
me?
you, bro.
thank you, bro.
I
No,
respect
real
it.
shit, bro.
You're, you're amazing too, my guy.
Come on.
We've had talks. Me and H have had talks. You know what
Go
to
on,
do,
Sosa.
bro.
Listening to
100.
King, like obviously I haven't done. I've been a slave to the commercial world, and I haven't really doing my own art in a long time. So listening to what you're saying right now, it's making me think. You know what? Obviously, trying to get this money is always going to be in this world that we live in. Is going to be there that you're going to have to get it, but I have to put some time and then focus a lot more in my art, which is my photography, which I want to push out a lot more, because I would like to myself to put out another exhibition sometime this year or next year. So listening to you now, and I'm gonna go to your
Yeah, talk
event.
your shit.
Speak into that,
You had your
brother.
stuff
I
hanging
love
over.
that.
When
Yeah.
did we do that thing in Shoreditch a few years ago?
Yeah. That was with Supermo. Yeah, man. I've been doing it for a while, man. But as you can see, like, man, I've been doing a lot more commercial, doing more.
So you want to push yourself.
I want to push myself out a lot more.
The
So,
brand
I need to
Sosa.
push my brand.
There's a
out
lesson
lot
to
more,
learn
man,
in this
100%.
entire conversation, because sometimes like we get lost in, you know, all the stuff that's getting us right, where we sort of lose our purpose sometimes. And you know, sometimes you just have to draw it back and understand that we've got a lot more to offer.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
100%.
So just to go back on your point,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know your abilities, innit?
Oh,
like,
fully,
you
man,
just
fully.
and plus you being on here is a platform, bruv.
Yeah,
like,
no,
you know
it's
what
true.
I'm
It's
saying? So,
true.
Tell this nigga again. I've been talking,
Like,
bruv.
I
I'm gonna
know,
go
man.
mad,
you know what I
bruv.
mean? Like you're off like you're off camera, but at the same time is you're providing this type of content for us.
Yeah,
You
You're
know
helping
what
us
I'm
create the
saying?
vibes, bro.
Yeah,
You know the
what I mean?
vibes.
You're part of the vibe, so
Yeah.
it's just another way to branch into what you're supposed to be doing.
It would be criminal of you not to tap into our audience.
100%.
It'd be criminal of Haich not to tap into our audience.
And as a side note, any listener that is building anything or doing anything, reach out to these guys or anybody else here, because everybody is part of the same thing. If you're trying to build, you're trying to create, you're trying to reach out, do you know what I mean? Your network is everything. innit?
100%.
Do you know
One
what I
thing
mean?
I would say is we're very accessible, bro.
Yeah,
Like, if you
man.
don't get a response from the DM, man may just miss it, but I happily say 95% of the time. Like, even to a point where man even low-key sometimes gets abused a little bit, where people just reach out for like little things and but I'm just like, at my core, I remember what it's like when we were first starting and we just needed a bit of help, and I may have not felt comfortable asking people. I don't know what it is, we just seem really approachable and I want to keep that. So people,
Yeah,
people just like don't follow you, no interaction, never spoke to you ever. Would you shoot your DM? Where can I find a studio space? Where can I do this? And yeah, it's here, and then we may never speak ever again. But you needed something I could be of assistance to you because, like I said, I remember what it felt like when I need a little bit of help, and it might seem minor, but that may be the catalyst to them doing something great.
To put it into a phrase, as you go to collect your gold medal, don't forget what it's like to tie your laces, fam. It's that simple.
That's it. There you go, bro.
Real rap raw.
Real rap raw, baby.
Come on, bro.
Man said Death Bochi Jam, Black Ice.
I can't even give you the sirens. I gotta give you the.
Man gave man the clips, you know.